And we're back with another episode of the Hustlers Dynasty. We're on with Dan, an Asian young fellow from our computer who lives on the computer and will die on the computer. Joined us, as always, is you others. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hi. Should I address the elephant in the room?
Why don't you address the elephant? Did you move?
I moved. Check it out. So thanks to our patrons, shout out to the Patreon. I have just purchased this lofty new home in upstate New York. We have
What's the price tag?
$42 million. Bought it in cash. Bought it outright in cash.
Dude.
We have my grandfather clock right there.
Yeah.
We've got my living room right there. The
why do you sleep
chandelier.
there?
Hopefully it doesn't fall on my head.
That would suck.
That was shipped
So-
from Ibiza, right? You got that from Ibiza?
It was from Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
Ibiza.
So thank you to all the patronage, and we're going to be looking to acquire more property and scale.
Mm-hmm.
Elevate.
But now we've got Dan. So let's talk Dan. You've got a new haircut.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this haircut. Dude, I'll get into it. So I do a bunch of errands. I think it was like a week ago. I do a bunch of errands, and I'm like, okay, my hair's kind of long. I'll get a cut. Last time I got a cut was honestly before I visited. So it's been like 3 or 4 months now. And it was getting unwieldy. So I go and get a haircut. I usually go to this barber, and he's Asian, he's Viet, and he only speaks Viet, and he's gay. He's really fucking gay. So
Like,
I go.
does he have like funny like the highlights and like?
Yeah, he has the
chick going on?
highlight. Yes, he has highlights.
I know exactly the type of guy
He has highlights and curly hair. He has a perm, and he's really
Hell yeah.
gay. But hey, no offense to him. Actually, he's not like real gay. He has a wife.
Oh wow!
He just presents really gay.
Right.
Do you ever go to the erotic barber?
Yeah, I've tried the erotic barbers like a few times, but he just doesn't get it right. You know, he just like,
I'd
the
rather
hair
go to
and
sports
also
clips, honestly.
also my dick. He doesn't do it right. You know, so he's not getting in there.
I'm like, I want a fucking lightning bolt. He
Yeah.
doesn't really get it.
No, I'm talking about. Are we talking about the same erotic barber?
The erotic barber? What does he do? What does he do to your penis?
I'm talking about that Twitter video of this guy going to the barber, and it's like showing his like the back of his fade in the back, and turns around, and this guy blowing him.
I think I'm talking about. Maybe I'm confusing him with the nude barber.
Oh, I might be talking about the nude barber. No, I'm talking about the nude barber.
There's one that just he gives you a haircut while he's totally naked.
Mm-hmm.
But you know he's in fantastic gay guy shape. He's got like the shapely butt cheeks and whatnot. So it's like erotic in that way for gay fellows.
I have something to say.
DL thugs. What do you have to say?
It's a lot. It's a lot different when a black guy is gay versus when a white guy is gay.
There's some danger there.
There's some danger, but it's just a different vibe, you know.
Yeah.
You look at it.
Can you expand on that?
I can expand a little bit. It's like I see like a white guy gay porn gif, and I don't think it's as funny as a black guy gay porn gif.
Right.
They're just moving.
What is
different,
that,
bro?
I think it's because white guys sort of gravitate towards like John Waters movies or like Bushwick, like reading lady books and like being obsessed with Judy Garland or something like that. And black guys appear to not have any. They just like fucking dudes.
Dude, they're like so
they're into the
but
same
gay.
shit that straight guys are into.
Yeah.
But they love fucking dudes.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's
Hey,
because
but-
also they're always kind of like really in great shape and look good. Like when you see gifs of white guys, sometimes it's just like a fat guy.
I don't know, dude. White gays keep it pretty tight.
Some
Yeah,
of
I
them
don't
do,
know.
but every black gay looks fantastic. I
Every
feel
black
like.
gay. You're hearing it first here.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's every time
Every
you
black
you
gay
know,
looks good.
my opinion.
Every black
No,
gay
I-
looks
I
good.
agree.
Listen, we're in Hitler territory right now. Dangerous territory to be a Hitler in this day and age. It's getting harder and harder to be Hitler every day. Okay. and real quick, I would like to issue an apology to our viewers. I made a mistake last week that I will never repeat. And I heard it loud and clear from everybody. I did put the mic too close to my mouth and I was peeking it. So that's the issue. That's the apology I would like to issue. And I've prepared a little something, apropos of nothing, for the viewers at home. A little gift I would like to give as a tribute to a friend of mine, and I hope you guys don't, excuse me if I'm a little rusty, okay? But I would like to present our viewers and my friends with this gift, the gift of music.
Okay.
All right. So here goes nothing. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I know if I had my chance that I could make these people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
I don't know. You laughed, Kim.
Wow.
That was pretty good. That was good.
So bye, Miss American Pie. No, I'm not doing the whole thing, but you know what I'm saying.
That was beautiful.
Quick
No,
tribute.
you're giggling, bro.
No, I
That's a
wasn't
longer
giggling.
intro.
I wasn't giggling because it was bad.
What's funny about that?
There was a line in it that I thought was funny.
What's funny about that?
Which line?
You don't.
What's
you
funny
didn't-
about
you
that
didn't recognize maybe
Beautiful
that there was
musical tribute.
that there was a line in there that maybe is
What?
an homage potentially or a
What?
nod. Dan,
I expect podcasts around the world to be playing what I just performed. Fish and Fret. What's it called? Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit. Yeah.
Patrick Bet David Valuetainment podcast. Who else? Jordan Peterson. If Jordan Peterson plays that song on his podcast, I'll kill myself. Like,
It was a beautiful rendition of it.
I really think that's a truly original tribute I just created, apropos of no one. I just love that song. I wanted to play it for our podcast.
Yeah.
And to those condemned to death, we wish you farewell. Intro. Here's the intro right here.
May God murder my children. I don't see that. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream built to keep us under control.
This Twitch streamer known as Blaze.
In order to change a human being.
I hit 400. You know, shit big as fuck. Money stay cash now. NBA. It's $400. T-Money took me up. $400 right here. Yo.
Dude, my
And we're
background
back
just
with another
changed.
It
Bing background just changed, bro.
Bing
At
new.
4:09 p.m.
Are you looking at the snow-capped mountains right now?
It just changed from a
looking
monkey sitting on a statue of a monkey to some desert landscape. And I'm kind of pissed because I wasn't done with that monkey
at?
yet.
That monkey was nice. I've got a totally different one right now.
Maybe I'm not Bing. Maybe it's like Edge.
I thought you were saying Bim. Beam.
Bim?
Beam. I don't know what you said. You was
Dude,
you,
just quit using Google. I'm
I
using
thought-
BIM.
I thought you was tapped into something otherworldly.
I'm tapped into Bim
Bim.
Bop.
Bim.
Who's hungry?
Bim
Dude.
Bop. Hey, shout out.
I don't know if I've ever had a BIM bop.
And shout out to Koreans, bro.
What is
Okay.
a BIM bop?
It's like I'm not really an authority to speak on this matter.
Is it a soup?
No, it's rice.
No.
It's a rice.
It's like a bunch of
I
stuff they
think
put
we
in a hot
had it.
bowl. Yeah, we had it at that
We
one
had-
place.
Yeah.
It's rice, but also like veggies and stuff, and they bring it in that like cast iron
stone bowl.
mortar and pestle bowl style thing, and then you mix it up.
I
And
think
it's still cooking.
when we were leaving, I was so drunk that I started grabbing it with my hands. You remember that? That's what I was eating. If you
you were
recall.
having a good night that night, man.
Yeah, I was tearing off that brown liquor.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Let's call it that. Nah.
Did we discuss that on the last podcast you were on?
I don't think so.
Dude,
We can-
you flew into town, got off an airplane at like a 10-hour flight. How long is that flight?
It was like 5, but there was a lot of. I think I talked about the screaming, crying babies.
Yeah, just
The
the
multiple
worst
screaming.
day of your life. You get off. You're hanging with some guys. I don't know if had we ever met before that.
Nope.
You're hanging out with some guys, and you're eating like a demon, bro. You had like you were just having fun eating so much shit. It was amazing.
It was like the first real meal of the day, and honestly, I drank way too much for. Well, at the restaurant, I drank way too much. Let's get into this.
The drinking
all right?
was awesome.
Let's get into this. Okay, we spent a whole day. I don't even remember what we did that day.
Just like
We just go
moved
around.
shit.
I
That
don't
was a
remember.
moving day, right?
I think it was when we were moving into the office, right?
Yeah.
that was the next day. That was when Ben came back.
See, we must have just gotten dinner and
We went
Hang
to
out there.
Bass Pro Shops.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you guys
right.
remember that? But I don't remember what. No, it was just like I don't know. We were just running around that day,
Jerking
and
off.
then first meal of the day. Even before I start eating, I'm off that soju.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
and it
bet.
was bad. Yeah, and I started eating. I just started eating.
You gotta
That
let
shit was
loose
sweet.
sometimes.
Yeah,
It was like exciting to me. It's like when the general like starts carrying the flag and like charging up the hill. Like I was like, damn, I want to eat and drink more. It was exciting. It was like a rallying cry. I thought it was
Yeah.
awesome. So I also ate an absurd
I usually
amount
don't
of food.
allow them to do that.
What,
Boo!
Kevin?
I don't allow them to do that,
No.
but it was a
You just allow
special
me.
occasion.
Can't do it at a place of business. Time of business.
Allow
No.
me, bro.
We need to
That-
let
that was
loose
a-
more.
That was kind of the
Yeah.
half of it, because like the real bulk of it was going back to Kevin's house. You guys
Yeah,
remember
dude.
that? Because I
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Pretty
Okay,
good.
let's-
Pretty
yeah.
good memory of that one. Yeah.
Let's get into it. I'll get into it because like I'll think about it and I'll get memories back. I
Yeah.
blacked the fuck out that day.
It's like you got hit with a sledgehammer and like months
Yeah.
later you're like,
You were
Yeah.
going, dude. You were, I mean, almost
I've never
like
seen anything like
a
it.
scientific anomaly. The ratio of 80 proof liquor that you were able to put down.
I
in
was
that.
probably more liquor than man.
I think so. Genuinely, I mean, it
Yeah.
was something like 20 shots in an hour, and I don't really know how that's even possible.
I went home from that Korean barbecue with my friends, Spoon Kid, Kevin, and Dinkbot, and Michael.
Mike,
I think Ben wasn't
Ben.
there, right? I don't
Yeah.
think he was.
was he?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't
Porker
think
was
he
there.
Yeah, she was. And we go home, and I start drinking more. I start drinking vodka, and I'm trying to goad my friends into drinking. Of course, they're not going to drink because they're looking
I
after
can't
me.
drink as much as you.
Shut
I
up,
couldn't
Can't
keep
keep
guys.
up.
I
We
was
cannot
trying.
keep up. I would die.
I
To
was
be
really
honest, I
trying.
don't. I
You
I
had
don't
half
think
a handle of Grey Goose vodka. You had 1 liter. A liter.
She was awesome. I was like, again, the rallying cry. I was like, well, I have to start drinking straight vodka now. I hate vodka, but I drank. I probably did like 6 shots, 8
I
shots.
tried. It's like going band for band with Bezos.
Yeah, dude, it was rough.
I'm just a little ass boy, guys.
I didn't. Well,
You could keep up. You
I
can
couldn't.
keep
I
up if you
don't.
set your
Couldn't.
heart to it.
maybe.
Yeah. So we get home and we start. I start drinking,
hmm
and we're playing poker. And at some point, I have to leave to go to the bathroom for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets blurry. So you guys have to start filling in the blanks here. But I'm staying in that bathroom and I'm shitting and I'm puking like motherfucker.
yeah.
And basically, the climax is your dear podcasters, Spoon Kid and Dinkbot, having to blindfold themselves, come into the bathroom, and chauffeur me to the shower. while I have like shit and puke all over me.
It was a mission. I will admit.
Dude, I like don't remember that until I started thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, I started to remember you guys saying, Dan, you gotta get out there. You gotta get out of there. I remember you both being out that door.
So it's
and
slowly starting to come back to you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it felt uncouth to bring it up, you know?
Right.
No, I think we should get into it because I'd like the details to be filled because it's a little.
You're willing to face the music?
I think.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
music.
you've got the gist, right?
Yeah, you pretty much got it.
We threw you some towels afterwards, and then we helped you put your pants on.
Well, you went to the bathroom, and then like 10 minutes passed, whatever, 20 minutes passed. At some point, I'm like, "Where's Dan?" And Fork Girl's like, "I think you
Fork Girl
guys
started
are gonna."
freaking out.
She's like, "I think you guys have to go in there," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't."
She's like, he's in there dying. You need to go in there and
I don't want to go in there.
You have to hold his head sideways in case he vomits.
And she's like, "Well, I'm not going in there because she's a girl."
I'm
Okay.
butt ass naked.
So I'm like, "All right, well, let's be gentle here. Let's figure out what's going on." So before anything, we're just knock on the door and go, "Dan?" You're like, "Yeah." Okay. Are you doing all right, man? What's going on? You're like, "Just give me like 2 minutes." And you're pretty coherent. Let's do like 2 minutes. We're like, "Okay." 2 minutes passes. Dan? Like 2 more minutes. We wait.
Well, it was kind of like a reset. He wouldn't say 2 more. He'd be like, just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like time wasn't really passing for you.
Right.
Time didn't pass at all.
A little more time passes.
Yeah.
We're like, "Okay, Dan, it's been, 5-10 minutes." You're like, "Give me 30 minutes." Like, 30 minutes? That's a lot of minutes.
I had a lot of shit in me.
Maybe, I don't know. But then we're like, okay, you know what? Let's, what I can remember, because keep in mind, we also were both under the
Plastered.
influence. So it was, it's a little bit of a blur for everybody.
That's
But
true.
at one point we started throwing in sort of like aid supplies. Like we threw in a package of wet wipes and some towels and some clothing, and you sounded like you were getting to it. Or you're like, "Okay," and then after like 5 minutes, I peeked through a crack in the door, and everything's still right in the same spot. I'm like, "Here's a minute." So at one point, I think after the course of like an hour and a half, probably of basically like you just being like 5 more minutes. We're like, he might die in there, so maybe we should figure something out.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, the solution clearly is to get you to the bed, right? Because there's a bed right there,
Yeah.
so you can just sleep. But you're covered in vomit.
And shit.
Yeah.
I was covered in shit too.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember.
I don't know if there was any
I
of that.
feel like
going on.
if I recall right, and I definitely don't know if I'm recalling right. I could have been covered in shit.
I don't know how you would have been covered, and if you
would've
were,
had to do something funny.
no, there was not.
Yeah.
But the situation was you were sitting upright, and maybe you were vomiting while shitting. So there, the frontal, there was a full frontal sort of covering. But as far as I know, I didn't see any of that business. I think you had tidied up to some extent. But essentially,
tried my darn best.
I basically just, me and Digbot formulated a plan, thus being to go in basically blindfolded and sort of feel around and be like, "Dan, we're going to get you in the shower, and then we're just going to put you to bed." And honestly, it went over pretty smoothly.
Hey, that's good.
So really,
Okay.
wasn't that bad.
And that night, I went to bed. I slept on the couch, and I was like, "He's dead." I was like, "We put him to bed, and he died, and I'm gonna find out in the morning that Dan's dead, and we're gonna have to ship his body back to fucking, New Hampshire, whatever the fuck. We're gonna have to, give him. We're gonna have to do one of those flag burials. They're gonna shoot the guns, and like he's dead.
But
Yeah.
He didn't
6
make
hours
it. but
later, Dan's up. Hey guys,
Dan's up.
no hangover, no nothing. What are we
Let's go
doing
to
today?
Best Pro Shops.
I was a little chipper. I was chipper the next day. Hey, I had fun. Honestly, if I hadn't go to the bathroom, you could have got more drinks than me, but I might have died.
I mean,
Like
Yeah.
outright.
At some point, Fork Girl stopped putting alcohol in your shots. She was giving you
she
shots
told
of
me
water.
about that, and she said at some point I just swapped it out with water.
Yeah.
Didn't taste like water, guys.
yeah.
That was what was amazing to us at
That's
the
all
time.
I gotta
Because
say.
I knew it was water, and I was like, it was like,
And you were like,
yeah. It was awesome. It was really awesome. I thought it was
Yeah.
fucking awesome. it was really a powerful display. It's like we hung out with Soapy Boy that one time, right? Old Isaac.
Yeah.
And he came to our city for, I don't know, 3 hours. We had 3 hours with him. We ate lunch at a spicy chicken restaurant, one of those like TikTok style, like it's going to make your asshole hurt. You're going to die. He had to sign a waiver. He eats the super sandwich, the kill your baby, feed this to a baby to kill it style. It's an abortion sandwich. And no reaction at all. And then he gets on a plane for like 6 hours to go home.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a power move like I had never seen. But I think you've outdone Soapy Boy.
That can't
right?
be true.
With the
Come
drinking.
On, the super chicken sandwich over.
I had never seen anything like that in my life.
I think your feat was more impressive, but the common thread here is that people from the computer seem to be blowing our mind in beautiful ways.
In beautiful ways.
I do. They say I have a beautiful mind. No, that's not me though. That's
He's
not
wet
me.
For an amazing reason.
That's me. That's not me on a normal day.
Well, it was impressive. And,
That was pretty sweet, dude.
And
Yeah.
you know what? It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Maybe not at the time.
Not actually my worst drunk feat
It was funny at the
ever.
time.
I was that drunk. I got that drunk one time, and then I went to go watch the Minecraft movie, and then I got to
Yeah.
the scene where I think I told you guys. I got
Yeah,
to
you
the
did.
scene where like Steve came out of the Nether portal, and then I went to go throw up, and I spent the whole movie in the bathroom.
I was wondering
just-
about that because like even getting you 3 feet from the shower to the bed was a feat. And I'm like, how the hell
How did he escape the
How
movie
did you
theater?
escape a movie theater? I mean, logistically, there's so much at play there.
I had to be chauffeured out.
Yeah, well, I imagine.
Yeah, but I got it
Yeah.
done. You know, you get it done.
Girls get it done.
Yeah.
You got to get it done.
That's fantastic. It's good to see the young man surviving, you know, his spirit intact in this day and age.
You made it
Yeah.
back.
It's getting harder to be a young man in this country. Some breaking news on the Hustlers front. Maybe not appropriate for the show. The Jimmy Kimmel show has just been canceled for talking about Charlie Kirk. Hear about this?
Didn't it already get canceled?
No, that
No,
was
that's
the
the-
other one.
Like canceled in the sense of,
Colbert
like,
got canceled
Colbert, yeah.
because his ratings or whatever. Even though I
canceled
think
like
it was
off
the
the air or canceled like people are mad.
The network announced that it... Okay, here we go. ABC pulls Jimmy Kimmel off air for Charlie Kirk comments. The network announced that it was pulling his late night show indefinitely after criticism of comments he made on Monday about the motives of the man who shot Charlie Kirk.
What were his comments?
He was probably like, oh, the MAGA strikes again. I don't know. Some boring bullshit, but I think that's kind of interesting. We're entering a kind of like either there was anti-woke. I think we're entering like a nega woke. And forgive how similar the word nega sounds to a bad word. In this case, I think it's the only like Fairly Odd Parents. There's the Crimson Chin. There's the nega chin.
The nega chin. Yep.
It's really the only way to describe the era of woke that we're in is that it's like it's operating on all the same levels as like peak woke was, where it's like you can't fucking, you know, neo pronouns or whatever, like all that annoying bullshit from like 2017 or whatever, you know, like with the little infographics and like the I'm a poly queer with the little hook leg, and you know they go and cancel whoever the fuck for talking about him in a funny way. It feels like we're entering that era now forever, but it's about you know conservative stuff. They've really rewritten the book of woke, and it's like 10 times as annoying for me, but I have to imagine even for the rest of the country, it's as annoying as like peak woke was. 2017 era woke.
I wonder is that how those conservatives felt like back when that was peak woke? They were just getting like that mad. The pendulum might swing back, you know.
I mean, I think it always swings back to not being annoying, but I think we're in such an annoying moment. What the fuck do you mean you canceled Jimmy Kimmel? What are you talking about? Well, like, what do you mean, man?
That's kind of shocking news because nothing ever happens.
You canceled Jimmy Kimmel?
But that's It's like a big move.
It's kind of a huge. Like that's
What were
kind
his
of a big
I need
deal.
to see his comments.
Yeah,
It's
I wanna
it's
know
probably
too.
just the most boring shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, tame
yeah, I don't know.
FCC.
This is
I
breaking.
But like, who got canceled during peak woke? That was like,
The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing anything they can to score political points from it. In between finger pointing, there was grieving. That would seem to be the extent of his comments.
so.
I mean, kind of reasonable. Yeah. I mean,
At the time, a lot of people thought, it was a couple days ago, a lot of people thought that the shooter guy was like MAGA or like a groiper or whatever. Turns out he's just he's like the transgender driller. Like he's the liberal driller. He did it for, the honor of trans people, his girlfriend specifically, which came out of left field for me. Certainly not what I expected. My theory was a groiper who thought Charlie Kirk was too
Dude,
chill with Israel.
I really, really wished it was a groiper. That would have been so lit, bro.
Pretty funny. I wished it was that old guy.
what
Yeah.
was up with that? He was like, did he try to cover for the guy? But he had.
He did. He did. I
but he's
read
like-
about this yesterday. He was like, it was me. to let the guy get out of there.
Dude, that whole damn event is crazy. That
Yeah.
guy going up the stands and handing out hats.
Yeah, that guy's. It's your boy Elder TikTok. There's a gunfire in Utah. Yeah,
That whole event.
Charlie Kirk.
That whole event just it's one for the Bucks, to say the least.
I think it's like this is just what's going on in the world. I think people are pissed off about like insensitive jokes or whatever. But I think it's the news of the day. I think the libs are going to talk about it. I'm sorry, dude. It's news. The
It is.
24-hour news cycle is enshrined in the DNA of this country now, and here we're participating. This is the hustler news cycle. We get to it a week late, and we don't touch on it very much.
I mean, at
But,
what point do events cross into, a complete willingness to sort of acknowledge absurdities? And I mean, 9/11 has become closer to Dat Boy than a terrorist attack in the past 10 years in terms of the internet.
Yeah,
it
and I
seems to
mean,
be acceptable.
something so ridiculous as like a Mormon podcaster getting sniped by like Chris Kyle, which is so absurd as to beggar belief, right? It's the most absurd thing that's happened in a decade of absurdities. I think it's legitimately the fucking most absurd thing that's happened. I don't know if I can name anything else. Andrew Yang running for president on the platform of math. Maybe that's more absurd. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, but there was no like crazy public outcry about Andrew Yang. But the Charlie
people
Kirk
weren't-
outcry about this Mormon podcaster, rest his soul. Hey, rest his soul, everyone. Rest his soul.
Rest his soul.
But yeah, just the outcry.
People got pretty mad at me. I've been getting some death threats lately. I've been getting some really, some pretty like, scary. I've been getting, some like Delta Force guys. Like, I'm gonna rappel down your windows and throw a flashbang in. So it's been
the guy today said he's gonna kill you on the street with a knife in Phoenix, Arizona.
in
and
Phoenix,
he's gonna
Arizona.
track you down. He said, "See you soon."
See you soon. So to that guy, I wish you the best of luck. I mean, yeah, I really do. I mean, like, I won't put up, but like, you gotta lock in. You gotta find me, dude. You can't be,
That might be an event equal to the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Yeah, if the guy from Hustler's Dynasty gets sniped. Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, you really gotta lock in. It's kind of embarrassing to be like a death threat guy and then go back to playing fucking Animal Crossing or whatever.
Right.
Like, come on. If you're gonna, you have to make that your life's mission now. Like John Hinckley. John Hinckley.
I mean, I don't mean to offend you. I'm sorry to cut you off,
Oh, don't worry about it, dude.
but you're not worth it.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
No, I mean, like,
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying that would be like
I don't believe someone
a
would use
rival
up
event.
their one shot on you.
Who knows?
I hope not.
I'm such a divisive figure.
None of us are worth it. Like that's why I don't think there's real threats there.
Are you guys familiar enough with John Hinckley? Do you know John Hinckley?
Like vaguely.
Refresh me.
It's sort of the text for awesome American, because all American assassinations are fucking stupid, right? They're always about some bullshit. But I think his is the best one. He's the guy who tried to kill it was Reagan, right? He tried to kill Reagan and missed and hit his bodyguard or something like that, killed him or crippled him or something like that. And they do start doing news cycles. Well, why was he doing that? And it turns out it's because in Taxi Driver, Jodie Foster plays a 12-year-old prostitute, and John Hinckley wanted to fuck Jodie Foster so bad. He was so much of a committed pedophile that he was willing to kill the president to impress Jodie Foster, and make her his girlfriend.
So he thought her role in the movie was like a legitimate.
No, he just thought she was awesome. He just was like, that child is so hot. I'm such a pedophile.
But did he want to recreate the movie like with a different one?
No, because that's not what really happens in the movie. He just was like, he's just like, I think Jodie Foster would think it's fucking sweet that I killed Ronald Reagan.
Wow.
Yeah, he's there's the liberal driller, the transgender driller. That guy's the pedophile driller. And I think this country owes him a debt of gratitude. He's like formed, the foundation for what this country would become in the 50 years following. So I want to say shout out to John Hinckley.
John Hinckley. Apparently, I looked him up, and I guess he's like still in the media cycle. He's on CNN talking about he got into jail.
He got out of jail.
Oh,
out of jail for like 50 years.
Yeah, but why is CNN having him on to do a reaction video to Trump's assassination attempt?
I guess
what?
he's the expert, man. He's the expert.
But like, what is he talking about? Is he talking head now? Like, I think his motives weren't.
We got John Hinckley here on The View.
He's got experience. He's there.
Maybe we could get him on the Dynasty.
That'd be kind of dope.
Maybe, probably. Imagine getting John Hinckley to try to figure out Riverside.fm.
Yeah, he's like, I'm from the 70s. I've been in prison for 40 years. Yeah. We get him. We get Kyle Rittenhouse. And like I said, we do have a Kyle Rittenhouse plug.
You just got really loud, by the way. I'm sorry to break the wall. Really loud.
Right. No, you're right.
I don't believe in the Kyle Rittenhouse plug, dude. I'll believe it when I see it.
I do believe in it. I just haven't. I'm like, do I really want to talk to Kyle Rittenhouse? I don't know. I've thought about it over and over, and I just don't know. I don't know if I want to talk to Kyle Rittenhouse. I think it could be funny.
Ever see that gif of him crying in court, and he's like, they give him a damn lemon head. That's the only. That's the only thing I can think of when I think of Mr. Rittenhouse.
You seen Eddington, Dan?
I have not.
That's going to become the movie that defines a generation. I think people are sleeping on it. It's a movie that prominently in its final act features Kyle Rittenhouse showing up and killing the bad guys and recording it on his cell phone. And I think everything in that movie is I think it's a perfect film. I've evangelized it on the podcast before, but I think in terms of what's to come and what already has, I think Eddington is the text, as it were.
I don't know about you, but when I see an iPhone in a movie or film or movie or show, it almost like immediately cheapens it for me for some reason.
Why is that?
Like just like modern technology makes me instinctually feel like this is not a classic.
Sure.
When I see a guy when I hear the iPhone ringtone and a guy's like texting with the blue ball, I don't know. It just takes me out of it. I think.
Dude, guys in the 50s, like they put a fucking typewriter.
I know, but I think
Maltese Falcon.
It'll come around probably. Maybe
this will never be a classic. Dude.
It just feels like I don't know.
Dude, imagine being in the caves and some guy paints like a pteranodon. They're like, okay, that's new.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I just like when they use the big phones in the movies. I like.
Imagine like sleds being new. Imagine being the first guy. Like, you just found out about sleds, and you're like, oh, okay, you put a sled in your etchings? Okay.
All right, yeah, that's a valid point.
That's probably how John Hinckley feels.
Yeah, dude. He's like, I'm the first pedophile. I'm the first most awesome pedophile. The pedophile among pedophiles.
Is it like
King among kings.
any new technology? Like new as in like modern flip phones? Okay, if you see a BlackBerry, are you like that?
I do love seeing a BlackBerry in a film.
I think it's
Don't
kind
you?
of cool.
Yeah.
Like
But
Michael
it's just like
Clayton
the modern
style.
modern phone. The modern man.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true, but apparently Blackberries have been phased out largely due to the fact that their communications platform was like entirely encrypted.
That can't be true.
Well, they're also Blackberries. I mean, I don't know if it's that so much as the fucking iPhone came out.
Yeah, but apparently there was some sort of cabal against them because of them not allowing anyone to access the information on it.
I mean, that would make sense. The CIA and FBI are the most evil organizations in the history of mankind.
Obviously, iPhone's like, hey, anybody can have it.
Yeah. The surveillance state, brother.
I'm getting a BlackBerry.
I would love to have I would love
Just
to.
type it
I
on
would
the
love to
thing
go.
like this.
Yeah,
Michael Clayton mode, typing on a little thing. My dad had a BlackBerry until like 2012 or something like that, like wicked late. We go to Pizza Hut and he let me play the little the helicopter game. It's like Flappy Bird. You're like a little helicopter. You have to dodge.
Yep.
Remember that shit?
Yeah,
Game
I
was sweet, dude. I have a lot of terror associated with my parents' cell phones. There was some really traumatic events that came from me handling my parents' cell phones, so I don't like to talk about it, but I also have a really traumatic event that I would prefer not to publicly air about my PlayStation Vita, the little PSP guy. One of the most horrifying events of my life involved the PS Vita, which is the greatest console ever made. Sorry.
I never got a Vita. I always wanted one.
Yeah, it's the greatest piece of technology they ever made. They'll never do anything better than the PS Vita.
That's true. They don't make handhelds like that.
What's the difference between the Vita and the PSP?
PSP came out in 2004. Vita came out in like 2010.
Vita's one
Like,
that
what's the
flipped up,
difference?
right? Screen flipped up and the
No. That was something else. The Vita, I mean, it was just good, dude. It was just
but
like,
was it just a modern version of the PSP?
well, think about the difference between a PS2 and a PS3, dude. I mean, like, they do different things. You can do different shit with it. I don't know.
But it was a
It's-
handheld, right?
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
PSP, but newer and more awesomer and powerful. And
Right.
and you could go on the internet and you could watch pornography on it. I watched a lot of porn on the PSP, but the thing about the PSP, you couldn't watch videos on the website. You had to download them. So you'd go to a PSP pornography website. This is like 2009. I was already watching pornography on the PSP. In fact, here's what I do. I didn't have internet at my house, so I'd go to the park, and I knew at the park there was a guy who had an open Wi-Fi signal. So I'd go to the park, and then I'd go into the storm drain so that nobody would see me. And then I would open up the PSP pornography website on this guy's Wi-Fi, download whatever I needed, and then I would go home
Wow.
and watch them on my.
damn, you ain't got internet up until 2009.
I didn't have internet until way later. I mean, we just didn't have internet. I don't know.
You don't got internet.
Yeah,
We
you
were
don't got
poor as
internet.
fuck. My mom was so fucking poor, dude. It wasn't even
Yeah.
funny. But yeah. So I loved pornography, man. It's my first love. It's my first love. You know, a lot of people like music or art, drawing, a beautiful woman, like their first grade crush who they ended up marrying, some beautiful thing like that. Mine was pornography on my toys.
Right.
I needed my toy to have a pornography button.
It is life changing.
I was
Yeah.
kind of exposed early, but
Yeah.
I was exposed to Rage comics, dude. is that
What?
awesome? I used
How?
to. There's this app on the iPhone, and it just connected to Reddit, and it went on r/Rage comics, and sometimes they would post like porn, like
Yeah.
Rage comics with porn on them. So I'd just be scrolling through, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like
Oh,
7
yeah,
years
dude.
old.
Hell yeah, brother.
But I was
Mine was Reddit too, dude. It was the Reddit Pix app for
Yeah.
iPhone HD. It was like it would like auto curate the homepage of Reddit but just picture format, and it's almost like an iPhone-y style app. And sometimes on the front page of Reddit, you get like weird shit, like r/pretty face or something.
Yeah.
And then you click on the comment, and then you go down a rabbit hole.
See more.
See
I
more
need to
butts.
See more butts. Imagine your first exposure to pornography was xvideos.com. And
is that even possible?
That's me. That's what happened to me, dude.
That was on
Jumping in the
Xvideo?
deep end, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
In fact, the first pornography video I can remember, and I'm ashamed to talk about that. I really am. There's a level of shame that comes with this, but I leave it all out in the open for the hustlers. First pornography video I can remember watching was a bukkake challenge where they they had the girl in a pool, in like a kiddie pool.
You were 7 years old?
Unleashing. I was probably younger. I think it was like 5.
No, you were not 5.
Swear to God.
Wow. On your
This
PSP?
No, on the computer.
Oh, on the computer.
On the computer. And I think this was probably around 2006. And yeah, man, it was just, that's what was going on. There was a time when parents didn't know just how smart kids were with computers, right? And I'm just in that window.
Yeah.
Because like
That's
they're
true.
growing up, computers are just a little thing you type like "Hello World" into, and there comes a time right around the information age, right after 1999, where all of a sudden internet pornography is so easy to find for children, but for parents they're like, I don't know, I'm on AOL. How do I check my email? So I was having fun, dude.
There was a decade of exposure for young kids that I don't think will ever happen again, and has never happened in history, where like an 8 to 12-year-old could see anything their mind could ever imagine, and their parents wouldn't know. And now it's too late. Now the devices got lockdown modes and tracking.
It's not even that. The internet's just more moderated now.
That too.
True.
Well,
True. That's for true. I was watching pornography before I found Roblox. That's what was going on.
That's crazy.
Dude. Yeah. And I have a 2008 Roblox account.
That was back when they were advertising like start your own virtual world. You get on there.
I tell you the story about the kid who came up to me in the bathroom.
Yeah,
at school.
Vaguely.
I love
but
that
refresh
story,
my mind. Refresh my mind.
I'm taking a pee in between classes or whatever however they had you doing toilet breaks, and I don't remember. It seems like you all just kind of went at once. How were they doing bathroom breaks in elementary school?
Dude, in kindergarten, I remember being lined up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I think they would like schedule you, and you had to take turns.
Yeah,
that must have been it. But either way, I'm in the bathroom. I'm taking my tinkle, and I had just recently learned you're not supposed to put your pants around your ankles when you go to the bathroom. And I of course learned this lesson at a baseball game with my dad. My dad walks in the bathroom and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "This is just how you pee, I'm pretty sure." My pants are on the floor at the fucking like Oklahoma baseball stadium. Yeah. So I'm at school and this kid walks in. His name is John. I remember him clear as day. His name is John. I know his last name, but I'm not gonna say it. Walks up and he goes, "Hey man, have you built your free house?" And I went, "What? Have you built your free virtual house on roblox.com?" And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, have I built my free virtual house? I was bewildered. I was like 5, no, I must have been 7, 8 years old. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Have I built my free? He's like, yeah, you have to go on roblox.com, make an account, and you can build your own free virtual house and do whatever you want with it. I was like, that sounds sweet. And of course, still the most bizarre thing that I think ever happened to me in my whole life. But yeah, I still went home and played Roblox, and of course, ruined my life playing. I played so much fucking. One of my friends, dude, got so hooked on the blocks. His parents were like, they sent him somewhere. They were like, you can't Dude, I remember like we were playing because I was playing a lot. I was playing like probably 6 hours a day of Roblox. You know, get home from school, don't do my fucking homework, just play Roblox. And he'd always be on. But I figured like, oh, he's AFK because that guy does his homework. I know that. But no, dude, it was bad. He was staying up like all night at like age 9, all night playing Roblox in his fucking trailer park home or whatever. Because this kid was poor as fuck. I remember one day I'm like, we're playing and he's like, he starts getting yelled at. And he's like, he's in the text chat. He's like, I'm getting yelled at. I have to get off. And then he posts a status update. He's like, I'll never be on again.
Wow.
And then he never was. His account, I could still go to Roblox and look at his account and it's the same status. I'll never be on again. Hasn't been online in, 15 years or whatever. And that was crazy. I was like, damn.
So they sent
really
him.
ruin lives.
Did they send him somewhere?
You ever
think
saw
they
him at
must have
school
sent him-
again or nothing?
No, he was at school. I think they sent him for the summer somewhere to like a camp or something like that.
I had that happen to this girl I was dating when I was like 14, and her parents
At a
got like,
chastity camp.
dude, your parents got mad. I don't even know what about, like,
you're
late
brown.
or something. I don't even know if they, I don't know. Maybe that played a role. Yeah, she got sent to some sort of like Utah Christian thing.
Yeah.
And I just remember when she came back, it was like,
Was
like,
it the same person?
it was like a harrowing experience, I presume. And
It's
it was
crazy what they do, man.
but it's just shocking to me that you'd send your child somewhere and they come back unrecognizable. They come back a different person.
It's like a common thing. Somewhat
Oh, yeah.
common.
White people do that shit all the time.
It's crazy. I mean, imagine you send your little kid for like 2 months to like the woods with a guy and he's supposed to fix it. What the hell is that?
I had a couple friends' parents do that to them because they were hooked on like benzos, but that makes a little bit
Ben's
more
rehab
sense.
is one thing. It was like, you're staying up late and you're on Musically or whatever the app was.
Yeah.
I'm playing staying up too
Musical.ly.
late on Musically.
Yeah.
You got to go to, Provo.
I
It's
miss
not even-
Musically.
It's not rehab though. It's like they just send you out in the woods.
Yeah, that's what happened to my friends. They didn't go to fucking no rehab. They literally would go to like a thing in like Tennessee where it's just a field and a place for like 50 boys to sleep. And I don't know what they do there, but I
Yeah, what do they
remember
do?
my
Throw
friend came
axes?
back and he's like, I've never smoked that many cigarettes in my life. Like I think they just make you smoke cigarettes. I don't know, and
Dude,
sit
fat
around all
camp.
day.
Is fat camp
camp's
real
crazy.
or is that just a media thing?
I don't know. That's the thing is I never knew other fat. I was the only fat kid in my school. It was crazy. I'm surprised I didn't get bullied. It's crazy to me that I didn't get bullied. But yeah, I
You
was
were
like
a
the only
minority.
fat kid at my school. And so I never heard about. And my parents would never send me that shit. But
What do they do? I mean, is it literally just starve your kid there, make them run? It just seems so archaic.
yeah,
for a
you just make
child.
them eat like Brussels sprouts and run around in a field all day.
It just seems like
I
the.
don't know.
I mean, I guess if your kid's like a fuck up, you send him to the army camp. But a fat kid, like, just stop giving him.
Yeah, you're in
Cheetos.
charge of what the kid eats.
Yeah, I mean, it's
dude.
not
Like,
that complicated. It's not a behavioral reprimandment.
I did know. In fact, I think this is funny, dude. My mom was friends with this hilariously fat couple of people that were like lawyers or something like that. They were really rich, and they had this hilariously fat kid. And my mom has no I don't think she was tight with these people at all. But every week, like a clock, she would send me over there to hang out.
Mm.
Until it got to the point where it's like they would pick me up from school and I would go to their house to hang out. And like I didn't know this. I had never met this fucking kid. Right? We didn't have some kind of rapport beforehand, but she would send me to this fat kid's house. I don't know why. Like whether if it was just like solidarity, like you got to hang out with other hilariously fat kids to like enrich your life. But he would make me watch fucking anime. And I hated anime. I fucking hated anime. He'd make me watch anime and like Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm like, dude, he would like pause it. He was like doing YouTube poops in real time. He would pull up the laptop and he'd be like, we're watching, Dan, do you know any anime? Tell me, it's called like Fairy Tale or something like that.
Yeah, yep.
It's like a girl?
It's like a guy with pink hair. Girl.
Yeah,
with
the
blonde
pink hair. I remember the pink hair. Yeah.
guy with black hair.
And-
Guy with girl with red hair. Yep.
Dude, I was like, I kind of fuck with Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball, right? But like, he's showing me this bullshit, and he's pausing it and doing like sex jokes. I just wanted to kill this kid. He was showing me like flip notes on the Nintendo DS. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And that kid was chill, man, but God, they were so fat. They were so fucking fat, dude.
Like
I had
everybody in the family.
Yeah, it was I think it was a 4-unit. There was a son and a daughter, and then 2 parents who were just enormous.
You ever see a family that everyone's fat, but then one of the kids is like in great shape?
Yeah, normal.
It's just the weirdest thing ever.
That
It's
is
like you're
weird.
eating
How
the
does that
same
happen?
thing, right?
Yeah, that one's confusing to me. I have seen that. Dude, I didn't know they made drinks that big until we went to they took me to see a movie. I remember the only I don't remember what movie it was, but it was when Eat, Pray, Love came out. And I remember looking at beautiful, like, Julia Roberts, whoever, on the poster, and I was like, wow, I wish I was hanging out with her instead of these fucking enormous people. They're making me look bad. Because they see, like, 3 comically fat people, and then 1, like, kind of fat kid.
Like
me.
Yeah, you're one of
And
them.
I'm like, they're lumping me in. Yeah, they got these, like, the super drinks. I think this was before Super Size Me came out, so they were still allowed to sell, like, buckets of drink. Got a couple of those. I'm like, damn, dude. And they were rich as fuck too. So like my mom, we wouldn't get snacks at all. Not even like the shit you smuggle in the purse, like a little thing of M&Ms or something like that. Like we couldn't afford that shit.
Yeah.
So going with these people,
loose though?
they would go crazy. They'd be like, you want a fucking $40 popcorn? That's fine.
Damn.
Shit was awesome.
Dude, I could never choose between. I remember it was always like, well, you choose one. You get sweet or popcorn. And it was like, you know, I want both because, like,
yeah.
I don't want to commit because then I'm going to eat salty. I want sweet. Eat sweet.
Yeah.
I'm going to want salty. And it was like the biggest dilemma when I was 7.
Yeah. It's tough.
But, you know,
As I get
the
older-
popcorn with the sweet stuff on it, but I don't like that.
Yeah, well, that's like the shit that like girls do for TikTok.
Yeah.
Or like where they put like syrup in their water. Like, you know, as I grow older, the only appropriate response to a movie theater is popcorn and a soda. Sorry. I don't
Yeah.
think getting candy is a very adult thing to do.
I get candy. I'm so that. I'm just a
You
little.
get popcorn,
What
though?
kind of candy?
I get popcorn. I like Mike and Ike's. Y'all fuck with Mike and Ike's?
No.
Not many people like Mike
I
and
can't
Ike's.
stand
but
by that, man.
I can respect that. Mike and Ike's though, I don't know.
You got to expand. I mean, what is the Mike and Ike's do that the soda doesn't?
Sweet
I mean, you're blowing my mind.
as a edible item versus a drink is different, right?
Yeah, but
Right.
It's
I mean, Mike and Ike is a skip away from Dots, which are unequivocally the worst
Dots
candy
are the
of all
worst
time.
candy.
I don't agree.
Nobody likes Dots, dude.
I think
He
they're
likes
worse than-
dots.
dude,
He likes dots.
I'm not even
Dots
kidding.
is the nonpartisan issue that everyone can agree. Like nobody.
Yeah.
I'm taking a
can
hard
argue.
stance. I let
No, dude, that's like
Holy
you're vouching
shit.
for rape.
I haven't had dots in a really long time, but I'll eat a dots if I see it.
That is
Oh my god.
I'll eat it.
that is wild.
I'll eat other
You'll eat a
things,
dot?
but if I see a
That
dots,
is
I'm
a
not.
boiling take.
Is that really that boiling?
It's
As
just objectively a terrible. I mean, it gets stuck. There's not the ratio of
They're
gelatin.
not very sweet either.
Not very sweet. I mean, it's just a mess. It's entirely a mess of a candy.
There's no flavor. There's not like a cherry one.
There are infinitely better options, no matter what your preferences are. The flavors
Yeah.
don't even match the colors. Green is like it's like cherry. Like they're not even.
It's
There's like a clear dot that
It's
doesn't even have
alluring, you know. It's like dots, man. What the
Fuck
fuck
you.
is a dot? Okay, you can hate me forever, but
I'd
I'm
get that
taking a
shit
hard
on
stance.
Halloween, dude. It would just go right in the trash. You know, usually you
Yeah.
would hold on to the bad ones. Like these are, you know,
I'm taking
give it to him.
dots over like
dots going in the garbage.
a mounds. Even an almond joy. I'm not drinking.
Fuck, dude, almond joys are great.
I'm not eating an almond joy. I'm not eating no fucking
It's a
almond
very
joy.
Mounds do
rich-
suck.
Almond joys are very rich dessert. I mean, it's very extremely high calories,
Rich.
but that's why it's so good. It's so fat. It's like a Reese's.
Dude, those are your fucking like desert cat taste buds, dude. You're like, your ancestors were like slithering out of the sand.
Oh,
and, like,
bro, there's nuts and coconut with chocolate. It's like the most dense, rich flavor. It's great.
whatever. You ever think about your ancestors holding up like a scimitar and like licking the blade?
I don't think.
And they're going like, ah, welcome to the desert. You know,
You really think they were doing
200
that?
years later, he's eating almond joys. He's eating almond
Yeah.
joys.
Well, they'd respect me for that.
Yeah.
No, dude, they would respect you if you ate dots.
I would love to do jihad. Thoughts?
Thoughts?
Thoughts? I would love to be in 11th
try
century Baghdad doing jihad.
Yeah, that'd be kind of dope. 11 cent. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be dope as fuck.
What
Would
if
it be
you were
like Assassin's
Muramasa?
Creed? Ooh, Muramasa. I don't know what that is.
Isn't that the?
Japanese
Sounds like a Japanese guy, yeah.
folk. Did he
Oh,
make the
that's just-
swords, or is he?
I think-
That's the sword
Wait.
from Terraria.
That's just a musician now. Who am I thinking of? Masamunsa, maybe?
Oh, the rich guy.
Oh, that's a guy.
Yeah.
Who the hell? Yeah, Mansa Musa. That's what I was thinking of.
What does he do?
He was just like the richest guy of all time ever.
Oh yeah, he like invented trading.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
like the goat, dude. He had like
Yeah.
1 trillion gold ingots or whatever. I don't know if he did anything, but
I'm pretty sure whatever that thing you said first is a sword in
it is.
Terraria.
It is indeed. It's that blue sword you get in the dungeon. It's really fast.
Yeah.
Muramasa.
Muramasa, dude.
Great sword, dude. I used that till like post Golem on my first run.
Good sword.
That can't be true, dude. There's like a million other swords you can pick up.
Well, I didn't fucking know what I was doing, but it's a really, I mean, it is great.
It's a good
If you
sword.
go to the like loadout wiki for Terraria, it sticks on there from like post, Wall of Flesh or whatever for a while because it's so good.
I wonder how
Yeah,
far
dude.
you would have made it if you played that game but never touched a wiki.
Well, that's what I did the first time, I think.
That
No, I
can't be
must have
true.
touched the, yeah, no, I
don't
must have.
remember.
Yeah, how would you even, I don't even know how I'd figured out. I wouldn't make it past the house. How would you naturally figure out like how to
The
do
wall
anything?
thing, like you have to have like a chair and a table and shit. That's rough.
Well,
Learning how to,
that's
like,
just
house
the
them.
beginning, but like
Yeah.
finding, I don't know.
I don't know. Why do you want me to hit you?
I just keep looking over. I genuinely am like, and I'm worried they're gonna take me out first. So I'm on the
There
way.
really was a guy that just walked in here like 30 minutes ago and looked at me and then walked out. I don't know what that was.
He wasn't like a cleaner or nothing.
No, he was wearing like a nice shirt. He was like, he had it wasn't, it wasn't one of them. I don't know what that was.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I thought the doors were locked. No?
No, I mean, when we're here, they're unlocked, but maybe they should be. No, I don't know. It didn't freak me out. He just seemed confused.
He's in another world. He got transported to another world for 5
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah. Dan, take it away, dude. Let's hear Dan's take of the day.
That's pretty hard.
Fuck
That's
you.
crazy.
No, come on.
Do you
Don't,
hear that?
What? I
Oh, it's
hear
from
like a
Dan.
cicada from Dan.
There's like a cicada,
It's his
yeah.
pet cicada.
Yeah, you can hear that. I got my
It's
window
great.
open.
You know,
Sorry,
you know that
Dan.
Family Guy bit? It's like Adam West is at the vet and he's got his cricket and he's like, my cricket has restless leg syndrome. He's making the noise.
Dude, rest in peace, Adam West.
Yeah.
The guy's the goat. The guy's so fucking funny. It's not even funny how funny Adam West is.
I like
He's
all
awesome.
of his bits from Family Guy. Almost all of them.
They're all good. Yeah, you can pull any Adam West bit. Yeah, I just really would prefer to keep riding bikes.
Oh my god, are you okay? That was a wicked wipeout.
Yeah, we just keep riding bikes.
We just keep riding.
Yeah, Adam West's so fucking funny, bro. They did some live action stuff with him in like one of the later seasons. He's just locked in, dude. He knows what's up. He just knows what's up.
Yeah.
And once in a generation talent. We don't really get those guys anymore. Like, just knows how to perform. He's probably not much of like a writer, but like just knows how to perform anything comedic in the funniest way possible. They don't do that shit anymore. And I think we should kill Kevin. I think it's
Can't get to me, dude.
I'm
I'm in
time
my
to die.
Scarface house right now.
Dude, you remember earlier you were like, dude, we need to let loose more often. Oh, okay. Do it then, dude.
But like how?
You know, the other night I invited you to go to IHOP and you said I have to keep recording.
I was in the middle. I can't.
That's crazy.
It was
That's
2
crazy.
in the morning and I was waiting on a... Okay.
That's
all right.
crazy.
What if we go to IHOP?
It has to be
But that's not even
nighttime.
what I mean by letting loose. I want to like go crazy, dude.
Dude, that's IHOP is the opening to a crazy night, or it happens in the middle of a crazy night. Either way, IHOP's involved. A Waffle
You're
House,
right.
something like
That's
that.
true.
Something crazy's got to
there
go
Waffle
on.
House over
I
there?
wish we didn't live in a city where you absolutely have to drive everywhere.
Yeah,
It kind of fucks with partying.
Dude, they have
you know?
the glib globes or the sippy cups. What are they called? Waymo.
Yeah, but shit.
Waymo.
Dude, I tried to call one the other day and it got stuck in a ditch, and I tried to.
For real? What they do?
I wasn't in it yet. It was
I
I was
know,
coming to it. It got stuck in a ditch, and I was like on support, and it was just like, yeah, we're gonna try and figure out what happened. I was waiting for like 20 minutes, and then
Yeah.
eventually I just canceled it. And then they sent me like an email and called me and were like, "We noticed you canceled your thing. We're charging a fee." And I was like, "It was in a ditch. It wasn't. It wasn't moving."
It wasn't coming.
And
yeah,
I don't know. It just kind of turned me off. This stupid fucking car. And
we
you
can
get an
hire
Uber.
a guy.
We need a guy who just waits outside the IHOP for us.
Yeah, that'd be.
I don't know.
sweet,
You
dude.
could let loose. What's stopping you? Not
We need to go
recording.
bananas, dude.
We need to get benzos.
What if we go to
We need to
Vegas
get-
right now?
That's Vegas stopped being fun like 2 trips ago.
Yeah, it just feels like I can walk and drink. You can't do that anywhere. Here in Arizona, you have to drink in your apartment. You know,
That's cool, dude.
I
What's wrong with
guess.
that? This is your if you want to let loose, dude, that's kind of what it looks like. I mean, there's not much money involved. You have to kind of role play as a poor person. How does a poor person get fucking wasted and have a good night?
Poor
That's
person
very
lets loose
true.
by
You gotta-
shooting up. I mean, that's fun.
Not always. There's
Maybe
more
we
than
could
one way to
start-
have fun. Let loose.
Maybe if we drink at like the playground.
Dude, paper bags.
Yeah, go on the swings. What if we
I'm
ride
saying,
some
dude.
bikes?
I think you should, because I've been trying to live my life as a poor guy for a couple years now. I've been trying to live in shittier environs and I'm wearing Carhartts and shit and like a hat, and driving a shitty truck and drinking like Modelo's. I've been trying to live my hardest as like a working class poor guy, and I think it does like you do just start to kind of like ease into it. Like my whole life is just slop. I just work, man. I go home. I'll stop at the Whataburger, get something to fucking eat. My life just sucks, and it kind of becomes this like slurry of enjoyment, and it's not so bad. And you kind of just ease into it, and then you go to sleep.
You're
Wake
coming
up,
around
maybe you
on
forget to brush your teeth.
it. All right. Hmm.
Teeth is a big class signifier. I think the more care you take of your teeth, the the higher class you are. So you kind of have to like, hey, I'm fucking from the trailer park. My fucking tooth doesn't fit in my fucking head anymore.
Yeah.
What does letting go mean?
Like
Letting
just,
loose or letting
Or letting
go?
loose? I mean, to you,
I don't know.
because I know
I
what it
mean,
means. I get
Just
it done.
a pleasure-seeking behavior. Maybe like eating a bunch of cheeseburgers and then like I don't know. I don't know what it
He
is.
doesn't know. He
I
doesn't
don't know.
know, dude.
Go home
I-
today.
Didn't you go to parties in high school?
Yeah.
Like twice.
What were they
and I
doing?
got
Were they,
kicked
like-
out?
Formal socials? Like, yeah, what the fuck? What were your parties like?
I would get berated. The one like big party I went to, I stole beer from the kids' parents and tried to open it with my hand on their wall, and then my hand started bleeding everywhere, and they kicked me out.
That's
So I tried to let loose.
No,
tried.
you were actually doing a good job.
And
That's
they
what you're
didn't
supposed to do.
And I've been thwarted. My letting loose attempts it's a sort of a Freudian. From a young age, they've been thwarted, and thus I've lost the ability.
No, I what I'm hearing is somebody who really wants
It's like,
to.
yo, let's party, and everyone's like,
you have the right
that's
idea. Yeah.
uncouth. You shouldn't.
You're
be doing
supposed to
that.
bleed everywhere. You're supposed to go. The kids, the worst kid in school's parents are out of town. His dad's a cop.
Right.
You go to his house and you shit in a dresser drawer, and then you
Yeah.
drink everything, and then leave with somebody's girlfriend.
Dude, this kid's
and-
parents were there.
Yeah. See, that's
That's
the
odd.
What?
that's the worst shit that's happening in America. Forget racism. Forget any of that shit. cool parents. That is like Hitler 9.0.
Yeah, we're
That's
having a
the
party,
Fifth
you
Reich.
know. We got 100
That
people.
is-
No
that is
drinking
true.
though, but
Keep
you know,
an eye on
we'll
the- you know,
just be keeping it.
You're in our
What?
environment, you know, where it's safe and fucking like we're cool. We're cool. Yeah,
What are
fuck
you
you.
doing?
You learn things from having to work around that when your parents are strict or like,
Yeah.
they don't approve of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
You learn
I have
something.
cool parents. Like my parents are cool if I'm doing rapes or whatever. Like, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna shit in your dresser, but you can't shit in their dresser because their parents are always there.
They're fucking there, dude.
Fuck.
Unbelievable.
I think you wake up tomorrow morning and you tape 2 bottles of 40-ounce malt liquor to your hands and you drink them all and you don't do anything until you get those down.
A
Painful,
fucking
brother.
dentist appointment tomorrow.
Dude, that's the thing. Here in my low class society, dentist appointment, I'm sleeping through that shit. I'm waking up, I'm drinking a Modelo at 2 p.m.
You just got an old heart, dude. You gotta become young
Young.
and free.
Well, I
You gotta
can't
work
miss my
backwards.
dentist appointment. She's
Yes, you
cut out
can, bro.
she cut out a slot for me, you know? I don't want to mess
Welcome.
up her business.
I say fuck my teeth.
Maybe I
bro.
could cancel it today. It's after 5.
That is a late dentist appointment.
No, it's after 5
now.
today.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a midnight appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, we've done our work. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to go IHOP? No, I'm kidding. Dan can't go because he lives
Damn.
in Sandland. He lives in what's
The
it?
Great Beyond.
Capsule City in Dragon Ball Z. Where
Yeah,
Bulma's from?
Yeah, but we're Bulma's from.
Capsule City, dude. I fucking love Dragon Ball. I'm sorry. I was maybe a little soft earlier when I was like, I fucking love Dragon Ball, dude. I think it's awesome. So I wanted to just say that. I'm sorry that I led
alright.
people astray and thinking that I didn't really fuck with Dragon Ball, but I do. Heavy.
Good.
So yeah, Hustlers Dynasty, episode 50. Dan, you want to plug anything?
IHOP maybe. Go visit your IHOP.
They actually
IHOP?
renamed it to IHOB.
Oh, remember?
That was huge for
It
my
was.
group, dude. That was
Me
huge.
too. It was huge. We went when they did it.
We were there at IHOP every night.
Mm.
Like, it was a because we had the one kid who was doing too many benzos, and we had the kratom guy, and everybody wanted to go to. It was like, yeah,
Right.
it was awesome.
I never hated IHOP. There's like this social stigma behind IHOP, but
Yeah,
Well, it's 24 hours.
dude,
That's
we were
the thing.
tight with the manager. You get tight with the manager at an IHOP. That is the sweetest. That is like
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
Call in, table for 8, same day
Yeah.
res. They got you.
Dude, they were replacing the paintings. There was this one painting of just an egg, and the guy comes up to our table. He's like, "You want this? You want this egg?" So we took the egg home
so
and hung up
dope.
the egg. It was sweet, dude.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
shout out IHOP.
Shout out
Go
IHOP.
visit sometime.
Don't you have a YouTube? Don't you upload like fishing videos? You upload like 2.
Check out my Google Scholar. I'm working on that right now.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. All right. Love to your mother. Hugs, kisses.
Bye, dear
Peace on
viewer.
earth.
Later.
Bye, dear viewer.